Carson Wentz just got traded for a third round and a possible. It's like we playing spades. He trash. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back like I never left. Listen, I just pulled up at the crib, and I was thinking, I was like, look, I got an idea to improve this team's defense. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a video. No Dak talk today. No Dak talk. Then the football gods blessed me with something. Carson Wentz been traded to the Indianapolis Colts. And you know what? I had to just say one last thing. Since the debate is over, he's been traded. Everybody from 2016 has either been traded, cut, released. There's only one quarterback standing in that whole draft. The whole draft. Dak Prescott. Put some respect on his name. Listen, before I go into that, let me just go ahead and end this Carson Dak debate once and for all. Got a little bit of stats I printed out because I wanted to make sure I was accurate. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, win-loss versus each other. Dak has 4 wins to Carson's 2 wins. So he's 4-2 versus Carson. So let's go through these stats. 42 wins, Dak Prescott. 35 wins, Carson Wentz. Winning percentage, Dak. Pass completions, Dak. Let me see. Pass attempts, Carson Wentz. Threw the ball more. Still losing all the stats. That's crazy. Let me see. Passing yards, Dak by damn near 1,000. 17,634 to 16,811. Continue on my little diatribe. I just wanted to put the the stamp on it. You know what I mean? Interceptions. Wentz got 50. Dak got 40. Game-winning drives. Dak has 15. That's Dak. Passing attempts. No, passing yards per attempt. That's 7.7 yards per attempt to Dak. Remember the dink and Dak? Remember that? Y'all used to run with that one. Remember that? Yeah, that's Wentz with 6 yards per attempt. Dak has what? 24 rushing touchdowns to Wentz's 8. So anybody that's saying, well, he got the passing touchdowns, 24 more rushing touchdowns. So you can go ahead and do the math on that. One of the biggest stats I think that's dope is the fact that Wentz is the turnover machine. And now the Eagles fans can stop defending him. Because not only did he have 50 interceptions, he's had 58 fumbles. 58 fumbles. Say it with me. On 3. 1, 2, 3. He trash. Let it go. So now that he's gone and I can watch the Eagles fans turn on him and start hating on him, I'm happy. I'm really happy, man. It's the end of an era, man. We've been using Wentz for mad years to trash talk him, and he's been just exactly what we thought he was, trash. And now that he's gone, it's kind of depressing, man. It's kind of sad. But you know what? You guys get to have Jalen Hurts, Mr. 52% completion percentage. 1-3. Hilda L to Andy Dalton after being up 14-3. Yeah. Y'all about to kill it. Okay. Now that I'm done clowning Wentz, I got an idea. It's not really a miraculous idea, but I do think that Dallas should go after Von Miller. I think it'd be a good pickup. Yeah. I think Von Miller will bring something to this team that we don't have. A bona fide person that when the game is on the line can get to the quarterback. He has that skill set. I love D-Law. And D-Law gets sacks, but he always is just close enough. He never, ever, it seems like he almost never gets the sack when the game is on the line. You know that defender that can get that sack? The definite get that sack. D-Law plays hard. He's a run defender. He's great. But when we need a sack, he always this close. He never get it. Almost never. Y'all prove me wrong. Let me know in the comments when you've seen a game's on the line, we need a defensive stop, and their quarterback is scrambling, and someone actually gets a sack. So as much as I love Aldon Smith, I think that Randy Gregory can get there because Randy Gregory does have a good skill set of getting into QB, but he hasn't showed me yet. Von Miller is different. I'm talking about had a season where he had 18.5 sacks different. Has 106 sacks in his career different. Now, I think it's ironic that Von Miller will be coming off an ankle injury, and I know he was scheduled to make $18 million next year, I think, around 18. But I do think that we can get Von Miller for 13. Coming to Texas, he would not have to pay state tax, which would save him about $2 million. You break the difference, $3 or $4 million, I think he'd take it. I think if we offer Von Miller 13 to 12 million, he'd take it. Because coming off an injury, being in his age, no one's offering him that 18. That's why the Broncos are cutting him. So don't think it's going to be 18 for 18, or the Broncos would just keep him. It's that if we can sign our quarterback, yeah, it always comes back to Dak, right? Full circle. We can sign our quarterback and show that we are going in the right direction. With him saying he wanted to play for Dallas before, like, those are his words. He said if he had a chance, he would love to play in Dallas, like everybody else, but we ain't going to talk about that. Von Miller would change his defense. Now, just hear me out. Law, right? Gerald McCoy, because I'm almost positive they're going to bring Gerald McCoy back. So you got Law, Gerald McCoy, pardon me, that's my work phone. Law, Gerald McCoy, D-Law, Gerald McCoy, Neville Gallimore. I'm going to be guessing that Aldon Smith will start. Or Randy Gregory. Right? But, how does this sound? D-Law, Gerald McCoy, Neville Gallimore, Von Miller. Yeah, that sounds different, right? And then we can use Aldon Smith and Randy Gregory as rotational pieces to keep D-Law and Von Miller, who are a little bit up there in age, fresh. Now you have a formidable DN group. Yeah. Then you draft somebody in the draft to show up to D tackle. Maybe pick somebody else up in free agency, and now you cooking. And with us getting a little bit of love on the salary cap being set at 180. You know, we signed our quarterback, which will help us because it's not going to be 40 a year. You're going to move that around. It might be 32 this year. We might pay him 30 this year. 33 next year. You know, you split it up. It's not always just going to be 40, 40, 40, 40. That's not how these contracts work. Anybody that thinks that's how it's work is stupid. But yeah, man, that D-line will be crucial. Because when the game's on the line, and Dallas is always in a close game. Y'all can't tell me that we're not. When the game's on the line and we need a defensive stop, having that type of defensive line pressure will help a weak secondary. It will. Now, I think we would draft a safety, run with Donovan Wilson, probably keep Cheeto, hopefully bring in, if they really want to go for it, bring in like a Patrick Peterson, Von Miller will change the life of this defense. But if we can't get that, we get one of those good corners in the second round. That's what I'm thinking, man. I think that'll be a good look. But listen, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's your boy, Mr. Rome. Carson Wentz is trash. I'm going to leave you with that.